All Hallows Eve, the story of the Halloween fairy, written by Lisa Sferlaza Johnson and illustrated by Tucker Johnson. For you. Ever since once upon a time, there's been a little fairy named Eve. Eve is a fairy of very small size, with a warm, sunny smile and dark, friendly eyes. With her wand, she can make the most wonderful toys. They're small and they're fun, and she does it with poise. Eve lives in a fairy glen. Most fairies do, but this special glen is a pumpkin patch, too. The fairies carve shapes out to make cozy spaces that twinkle and sparkle like warm, friendly faces. And for miles around there, most everyone knows that this part of the fairy glen's called All Hallows. Now, pumpkins and fairies are really quite dandy, but Eve's favorite thing in the whole world is candy. She loves it, she loves it, she loves it a bunch. She'd eat it for breakfast and dinner and lunch. Well, fairies can do that without getting sick, but making the candy, well, that's a big trick. Try as she may, Eve just couldn't make any, not even the candy you get for a penny. "Oh, what good is magic," she asked her dear pappy, "if you can't conjure things that would make you most happy?" Well, Eve found out in the most magical way on a crisp autumn night that was her birthday. Eve called all her friends to come by for some fun. The month was October, the day 31. Her party was wonderful, full of fun games and singing and dancing round fairy-sized flames. Well, Eve's favorite game is to play make-believe, and fairies turn into the things they conceive. A dragon, a monkey, a princess, a knight, a silly old ghost, and a witch with a kite, a lion, a tiger, and there in the back is Eve's favorite friend, a young pirate named Jack. Well, when it was time for Eve's birthday cake, a huge candy tower she wanted to make. She hoped that some fairy dust sprinkled just right and some fresh birthday magic would help her this night. But try as she may, once again Eve was sad. Just toys shaped like candy, but tasting quite bad. A whistle that looked like a striped candy cane, a toy cake that squeaked, and a doll Mary Jane, Tootsie Roll Lincoln Logs, candy bar blocks, harmonicas, jacks, even some rocks. Well, her friends, wanting Eve to feel oh so much better, decided to think up a way that would let her. And Jack, who enjoyed a good puzzle to solve, he came up with a plan, and he said with resolve, "It's her birthday today. We could help her to smile. We could get her some treats, a whole sack, a big pile. We'll let others know that she's so sad without it. We'll go to each home in the patch. How about it?" Well, the others agreed and set off with a run to each home in All Hallows, and boy, was it fun! Still looking like fanciful, whimsical creatures, they went off in twos, fairy tale double features. They could tell who was home, for their pumpkins did shine, and they went to each house and repeated these lines. "We've come to get All Hallows Eve a nice treat. We're looking for candy and sweet things to eat. Today is her birthday. We all feel so bad, 'cause she cannot make candy, and that makes her so sad." Well, sweet candies and confections of all shapes and sizes, those fairies' homes offered them like they were prizes. But at one house, a fairy, he was funny and quick, but he didn't have any candy, so he taught Jack a trick. "Show this trick to Eve, and you'll see her bright smile. She'll giggle with laughter at least for a while." So well into darkness, those fairies collected some treats and a trick that were somehow connected. And finally, their wings were exhausted, you see. They went back to Eve and they sang happily, "Happy birthday, dear Eve. We've got a surprise. So now take a deep breath and please cover your eyes." When she opened her eyes, there was candy galore. Her heart leapt with joy. She had never seen more. "Oh, thank you, my dream, it came true. And all through the magic of friendship from you." And for Eve, to whom candy is wonderful stuff, finally, at last, she had quite enough. And then Eve remembered the toys she had made. She could give one to each of her friends as a trade. This made her heart leap again, swelling with joy as she handed each fairy a shiny new toy. And then Jack did his trick, and it turned out just right. Eve laughed and she laughed, and the whole room got bright. "Oh, Jack, you're a lantern," said Eve. "And what's more, you're the best friend a fairy could ever wish for." And that, my dear friends, was the first Halloween. But it wasn't the last, and there's lots in between. Each year on Eve's birthday, those fairies still meet. They dress up, play games, and then beg trick or treat. They give candy to Eve, and she makes each a toy. They celebrate friendship, true Halloween joy. Oh, the fun that they have. Well, now you can join too. So dress up, go collecting. You know what to do. Give her your candy, a toy you'll receive. Share in the magic of All Hallows Eve.